Along with their new TRK 902 series adventure bikes, Benelli also showed off a new middleweight adventure bike at Milan's EICMA show, recycling tech from their street machines into the TRK 602X. The TRK 602X has a liquid-cooled parallel twin with actual capacity of 554 cubic centimeters. The engine is borrowed from their Tornado 550 lineup. You can probably expect Europe to get an A2 legal version, with max horsepower around the 48 pony mark. However, Benelli claims the bike, unneutered by regulations, can actually make 56 horsepower and nearly 40 pound-feet of torque. There are 3 lambda probes in the exhaust to help ensure emissions are legal under current restrictions. Fuel consumption is a very low 4 liters per 100 kilometers, or 59 US mpg. If the engine internals are the same as the Tornado, expect 4 valves per cylinder and a DOHC design. 2 riding modes come standard and traction control. Riders can control these options via the 5-inch color TFT screen. That screen connects to your phone by Bluetooth and also has Wi-Fi connectivity. A USB charging port is also built into the bike. The chassis is based around a steel trellis frame with an aluminum subframe up front. An upside-down fork with 43mm tubes handles suspension in front, with adjustable monoshock in rear. The brakes are a dual-disc setup in front, with 320mm rotors and 4-piston radial mount calipers. In back, there's a 260mm disc brake mated to a single-piston floating caliper. Fuel capacity is 20 liters, or 5.3 US gallons. Fueled up and ready to ride, the bike is supposed to weigh 518 pounds. Benelli includes a center stand, handguards with integrated turn signals, and an aluminum skid plate as standard. Will the machine come to the States? It seems this is the replacement for the 502 series bikes, so we would expect the answer is yes, although the current tariff regs make it a bit tricky to predict the future of any made-in-China models in the US. Expected in Europe and Australia soon, though. Benelli just launched the brand's ultimate road-going touring motorcycle. The TRK 902 Straightail trades dirt for asphalt, combining Benelli's 904 cubic centimeters twin engine with a new touring setup and premium rider tech. Benelli just dropped the TRK 902 Straightail, and let's be honest, it's basically a Ducati Multistrada for riders who don't have Ducati money. From the front end to the stance to the promise of all-day comfort, it's clear Benelli's taking aim at Italy's favorite sport tourer, just with a little less horsepower and a much friendlier price tag. The Straightail takes the TRK 902 Explorer's bones and gives them a full street makeover. The long travel suspension is gone, replaced by a shorter 130mm setup that lowers the seat to 31.7 inches. The spoked wheels have been swapped for 17-inch aluminum wheels wearing Pirelli Angel GT2 rubber, which is the same kind of tires you'd expect to see on a sport touring rig. There's an electrically adjustable windshield up front, reshaped handguards, and smoother bodywork that gives it a more street-focused look. Power comes from the same 904 cubic centimeters parallel twin as the Explorer, delivering 95 horsepower at 9,000 revolutions per minute and 66 pound-feet of torque at 6,500 revolutions per minute. It's tuned for torque in the low to mid-range, right where touring riders live most of the time. Bosch ride-by-wire keeps throttle response smooth, while a slipper clutch takes the edge off hard downshifts. Underneath, a steel trellis frame developed in Pesaro holds things together with a 43mm Marzocchi upside-down fork and a rear monoshock with a remote preload adjuster. Brembo brakes with dual 12.6-inch front discs and a 10.2-inch rear disc provide dependable stopping power, backed by switchable ABS for added flexibility. Tech and comfort features are another highlight. The 7-inch TFT display offers Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, and built-in navigation. Riders get 3 modes: Sport, Touring, and Urban, along with traction control, cruise control, a quick shifter, tire pressure monitoring, and heated grips and seats. Optional extras include a luggage system, crash bars, a dash cam, and even radar-based blind spot detection with visual alerts on the mirrors and dash. The 5.3-gallon tank promises solid range, with Benelli claiming around 47 miles per gallon. Dual-lens headlights and sleeker panels round out the new look, which feels more premium, but still unmistakably TRK. Set to hit the market in 2026, the TRK 902 Straydale is Benelli's boldest move yet into the premium touring space. It's not a multistrada, but it definitely wants to be one. And for riders looking to get the most bike for their buck, that might be good enough. Benelli ups its adventure ante with the new TRK 902 Explorer, which serves as notice that the Chinese can manufacture a near-leader-class adventure motorcycle with plenty of features. We can tell you this, it looks stunning. The short-stroke DOHC parallel twin displaces 904 cubic centimeters. According to Benelli, the new motor produces a peak of 98 horsepower at 8,500 revolutions per minute, with torque topping out a 66 FDLBS at 6,500 revolutions per minute. The motor meets EU5 plus emission standards thanks to triple oxygen sensors and a catalytic converter. The muffler is by MIVV. Around since 1970, MIVV has built exhaust systems for MotoGP, Moto2, and Moto3 World Championship bikes. The Italian brand is based in Val Vibrata, the VV in the company's name. The 2025 Benelli TRK 902 Explorer has the beefy fork assembly we're used to seeing on the brand's ADV offerings. The 50mm inverted fork is fully adjustable and modulates 7.9 inches of front wheel travel. The wheel travel is repeated in the rear with a shock featuring adjustment for rebound damping and spring preload. There are Brembo brake calipers at both ends. The front end has two radially mounted monoblock Brembo calipers. This is a solo rider setup with a surprise. Instead of a passenger seat, the Explorer has a toolbox. A heavy-duty skid plate protects the headers and bottom of the engine. The motor hangs from a trellis frame. Serrated foot pegs and brake pedal indicate an off-road bias for the Explorer. The tubeless wire-spoke wheels are shod with Pirelli Scorpion Rally tires. That's dirt-worth rubber on the 2025 Benelli TRK 902 Explorer adventure bike. Touring riders will be happy to know the windscreen's height is electronically adjustable. A 5.8-gallon fuel tank promises long rides between Phillips. We're not impressed with dry weight claims. You can make what you like of Benelli's 518-pound declaration. Benelli says jungle fog is the color of the 2025 Benelli TRK 902 Explorer. It certainly looks adventurous and has impeccable Italian styling. The bike is designed at Centro Style Benelli in Pesaro, Italy. We hope to see the final version in the United States. Subscribe, like, and comment.